Our modern world is consumed by the computers we built. Like most people, we take for granted the effort that is required to make our tech-savvy world possible. Human hands cannot do this alone. No, these feats require something much more artificial. Robots. The people who design these are essentially superhuman. From the speed of a supercomputer to the accuracy of a laser, the only limits to what we can create with robots is our own intuition. There are a vast set of tasks that robots can be built to do. It could be anything: cars, computers, refrigerators. The point is, these heavy-duty machines have increased manufacturing and engineering by magnitudes, and it's getting better with each second. But arguably the most impressive thing robots have done so far is save a city from economic failure. Pittsburgh, 1983. The economy of this once bustling city has come crashing down, taking its people with it. The steel industry, the pumping heart of Pittsburgh, was failing. But there was still hope. This is William Whitaker, a pioneer of Carnegie's robotics team, and one of many who published a paper detailing the economic effects of robotics on Pittsburgh. As it stood then, there was little progress with robots, and therefore little interest from businesses. What the people really needed was a demonstration. In 1983, Whitaker and his team did just that, by taking on a big problem. By saving the nuclear reactors of 3 Mile Island, they showed the world, and especially the local market, the potential for robots. After all, this task was insanely hazardous to humans. This, in turn, led to the perception that robots will be able to increase output and further the production in areas not considered before. Thus, Pittsburgh's economy began a 3-decade-long revival, with a new heart not just of steel, but of robotic origins as well. To get a better understanding of how robotics is changing our world, we asked ourselves 2 questions. 1. How is robotics affecting today's world?
Robotics is becoming an ever more prevalent field, with Amazon's drones to the self-driving cars that are growing from Google and Uber.
So from schools starting to teach robots in their classes, to companies using robots in their factories to build their product, robots are slowly changing how the world is being run.
It's presenting many more job opportunities and a growing market for labor.
2. Do you plan on taking a path in robotics?
Having a robotics course has allowed me to explore the creative and technical sides of robotics. I can take this experience with me to college to plan my future within the field.
As well as being near Pittsburgh and such, I see that there are places where robotics comes to people from second nature, and I personally do not plan on going near robotics, although it is very cool.
And that leads us to the final destination in our journey. Bill Gates once said, "Robotics and other combinations will make the world pretty fantastic compared with today." You may take what you want from these words, but they can be elaborated through a study by the Pittsburgh Robotics Network from 2011. They discovered that the overall growth rate for the robotic-related fields in Pittsburgh is expected to skyrocket from 1.7% to 9.8% in the next 4 years. Okay, so that's nice to know. But what does that actually mean? Well, This skyrocket in robotics translates to a near-perfect foundation for future engineers. Those who seek this labor market will rapidly find employment, promised the opportunity of promotion to all after a short period of time.